Welcome back to my YouTube channel Rare Coins Treasures. What if I told you that a simple, copper-colored penny from 1968, one you may have tossed in a jar or left in your car's cup holder, could be worth over $432,000 today? Yes, 1 cent. Now worth more than a beachfront condo in Malibu. Wait, you're probably thinking, how is that even possible? Hold tight. Because what you're about to discover is more than just a coin. It's a ticket to generational wealth, buried in your pocket change. And if you've got the right one, your life could change forever. Let's rewind the clock to 1968, a year marked by revolution, reinvention, and one incredibly rare no-mint mark Lincoln penny that flew under almost everyone's radar. But here's the twist: not all 1968 pennies are valuable. The right one? That's the million-dollar mystery. And today, we're going to crack it wide open. And no, you can't just rub a penny really hard and wish it turns into gold. Trust me, I've tried. To understand why the 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is so valuable, we need to talk about something the US Mint never meant to happen. In 1968, proof coins, those shiny, mirror-like coins made for collectors, were only supposed to come from the San Francisco Mint, with an S mint mark. But somehow, a tiny batch of Philadelphia minted coins, which should have carried no mint mark, were struck with errors, rare planchets, or unusual finishes. That's where this treasure lies. The 1968 no mint mark penny with double die reverse off-center strikes, high-grade red luster, or rare planchet composition can send shockwaves through auctions. Just one such coin, graded MS67 red by PCGS, sold for $432,000 recently. Imagine the adrenaline rush, opening your old penny jar, spotting a 1968, and realizing it could pay off your house, your debt, and your future. And if you think grading a penny is just for nerds with magnifying glasses, well, yes, you're right. But those nerds are making six figures from these coins, so who's laughing now? So how do you know your 1968 penny is one of these rare finds? Let's break it down. There are 4 signs your 1968 no-mint mark penny might be worth a small fortune. Must be from Philadelphia, with no D or S beneath the date. Little to no wear. Brilliant red color, like it was just minted. Look for doubled letters. Floating roofs, die breaks, or off-center strikes. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment could multiply your return 100,000 times or more. These coins don't last long on the market. Collectors are aggressively scooping them up, driving prices even higher. So here's the question: are you sitting on a 6-figure penny right now and don't even know it? Don't wait until it's too late. Because every day, another one is found, and another fortune slips away for someone who didn't check their change. Seriously, if you're still ignoring your coin jar, you're basically ghosting your future wealth. And we don't ghost 6 figures. The 1968 penny is just one of several ultra-rare coins hiding in plain sight. In our next video, we reveal a 1970 penny that's quietly turning average Americans into millionaires, even faster than this one. So if you think this story was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and check your coins. Because the next $1 million penny might be in your pocket right now. Imagine this. You're sorting through loose change. Nothing special, right? A few nickels, some dimes, and then you spot a dull, copper penny dated 1973 with a tiny D under the date. Seems worthless. But what if I told you that same penny could be worth $693,000, and possibly even more? Sounds crazy. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why one of the most unassuming coins in American history is making people millionaires, and how you might be holding one without even knowing it. And no, this isn't one of those buy this ebook and retire tomorrow kind of scams. This is real, and backed by cold, hard cash. The only thing missing is you. The year was 1973. Disco ruled the airwaves, gas was 39 cents a gallon, and Lincoln cents were being minted by the millions at the Denver Mint. Over 3.5 billion of them, to be exact. But here's where the mystery begins. Among those billions, A select few 1973 Lincoln cents were struck with subtle, nearly invisible, minting errors and copper compositions so rare, they'd become hidden treasures. And the craziest part? Most people spend them without a second thought. Now you're probably thinking, why would anyone pay nearly $700,000 for a coin that cost just 1 cent to make? Great question. And here's where things get interesting. Let's break it down. What transforms this 1973 penny from pocket change to a millionaire maker? Most 1973 pennies are common. But a few were struck with transitional metal compositions, errors in copper alloy mixes, or die doubling, mistakes during minting that produced coins with unique visual traits. The $693,000 specimen? It was found in mint state, MS67 red condition, with nearly flawless surfaces, bright red luster, and strong strike. Think of it as the Ferrari of pennies. Elite coin collectors and investors will pay insane amounts for a coin that completes their collection or showcases a once-in-a-lifetime error. And hey, when you've already got a yacht named Loose Change, you might as well have the coin to match. But here's where it gets real. Because what if you already own one of these and don't even know it? Thousands of 1973 pennies are sitting in drawers, jars, glove compartments, and yes, even in your pocket right now. Most people overlook them. Most people say, it's just a penny. Most people are wrong. Because while they're tossing theirs into Coinstar, someone else is cashing in. Don't be the one who had a $693,000 coin and spent it on a vending machine Snickers. This is your moment. Right now, rare coin markets are hotter than ever. Auctions are breaking records monthly. Every day that passes, fewer of these gems remain unclaimed. Go find any 1973 pennies with a D mint mark. Look for sharp details, bright luster, and no signs of wear. Check for doubling, odd coloration, or strange features. Then, take clear photos and consult a reputable coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC, because just one phone call, one appraisal, one discovery, could turn your forgotten coin jar into a six-figure fortune. And here's the twist. There's one variant of the 1973 penny that's even rarer than the $693,000 one. Want to know which it is? Hit that subscribe button. And in our next video, we'll uncover the 1973 Lincoln penny most experts still don't know about. What if the penny in your junk drawer, the one you haven't looked at in years, is worth over $500,000? Yes. 1 cent. Now worth $532,000. This isn't a fantasy. This is a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And someone just cashed out on one. But the real question is, could you be next? Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot the fakes, and how to turn an old copper coin into a millionaire's dream. Let's go back to 1978. Gas was 63 cents, disco ruled the airwaves, and the US Mint was quietly producing a batch of Lincoln pennies that would go unnoticed, until now. Among the billions minted that year, a tiny fraction were struck without a mint mark. At first glance, these pennies look ordinary. Nothing flashy. Nothing rare. I mean, if we judge value by appearance, my old gym socks would be in a museum by now. These 1978 no mint mark pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which at the time didn't use a mint mark at all. So how is it rare? Because the condition, strike quality, and error types make some of these coins ultra valuable. And coming up, I'll reveal the microscopic detail that turned one of these into a $532,000 jackpot. Let's talk value. Most 1978 no mint mark pennies are only worth a few cents to $1 in circulated condition. But here's where it gets exciting. In mint state, with perfect luster, clean surfaces, and struck with precision, these pennies become a collector's goldmine. Now add in an error, a doubled die, off-center strike, or a rare planchet flaw, and suddenly, the value skyrockets. In a recent private auction, a flawless 1978 no mint mark penny in MS68 red condition with a rare die variety sold for $532,000. That's 53 million% profit from face value. Imagine walking into a gas station, buying gum with a penny, only to learn later that you just tipped the cashier a Ferrari. Flush face, let that sink in. The key here is knowing what to look for. You need to check for crisp, sharp details on Lincoln's hair and coat, and of course, hidden mint errors like die breaks, cuds, or doubling. Coming up next, how to tell if your penny is the real deal, or just a shiny imposter. Okay, it's time to grab your coin jar, because the steps I'm about to share could make you very, very rich. Check for sharp details, especially on Liberty, and the date. Any doubling? You may have struck gold. It should weigh 3.11 grams. Anything lighter could be a zinc planchet, less valuable. Anything heavier or off-center? That's where the treasure lies. If it looks promising, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A penny in MS65 or higher can fetch tens of thousands. And rare varieties? Up to $500,000 or more. Avoid pawn shops or Facebook sales. You need the big leagues, major auctions, or trusted rare coin brokers. Too many people give away life-changing money because they don't know what they have. Don't let that be you. You could be sitting on a legacy, not just for you, but for your kids, and their kids. So the next time you hold a penny, ask yourself, is this the one? Could this humble coin be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle, a home paid in cash, debt-free living, a retirement others only dream of? Because as of today, you know the secret. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is no longer just change, it's a chance. And here's the real twist. There's one more variety from 1978 even rarer than this, and it could be worth even more. Want to know what it is? Subscribe, hit that bell, and don't miss our next video. What if I told you there's a 1-cent penny quietly hiding in drawers, jars, and pockets across America, and it could be worth $732,000, a penny from 1985, with a tiny D mint mark, often overlooked, often spent, and yet, a fortune in disguise. But here's the question, could you be holding the key to a wealthy lifestyle, and not even know it? Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only know what to look for, but how to turn a humble coin into a 6- or 7-figure payday. Let's go back to 1985. Ronald Reagan was in the White House, gas was $1.20 a gallon, and Prince ruled the airwaves. But in the shadows of the Denver Mint, something unusual happened. A batch of Lincoln pennies left the facility, seemingly ordinary, but struck with microscopic defects, rare die varieties, and high-grade copper zinc brilliance. And while most people spent them on candy or gas, and today, those few can sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions, to collectors and investors with deep pockets. But here's where it gets crazy. Some of the most valuable coins ever sold were found in old lunchboxes, attic jars, or stuck between couch cushions. Scary thought, right? You may have already spent one, without even knowing it. If your pocket change could pay off your mortgage, buy a Tesla, and fund your retirement, would you still toss it into a vending machine? Yeah, thought so. Now, let's decode exactly what makes a 1985 D Lincoln cent worth up to $732,000. Because not every 1985 D is valuable, only the extraordinary ones. Look for a D mint mark just below the date. This means it was struck in Denver. But here's the kicker. Some rare varieties show signs of repunched mint marks where the D appears doubled or distorted. Rare double die obverse Lincoln's face, the date, or the words, "In God We Trust," appear slightly doubled under magnification. Some of these are worth over $100,000 on this feature alone. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as mint state 67 or higher are near flawless. A certified MS68 red 1985 D penny sold for over $18,000. Combine that grade with a rare error, and boom, the value skyrockets. A 1985 D Lincoln penny with full red luster, a visible RPM, an MS68 plus grade. That's the $732,000 monster. But here's what most people miss. Even lower grade versions with certain overlooked defects have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction, and in just a moment, I'll tell you exactly where to sell them, and how to avoid getting ripped off. Alright, So you've found a 1985 D penny with the signs we just covered. Use gloves. Avoid cleaning it, cleaning kills value. Place the coin in a soft flip or protective case. Get it authenticated. Submit to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. If it scores high and confirms a rare error, the coin's value skyrockets. Coins like these are hot commodities. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. And private collectors? They're ready to outbid each other for the right coin. Always compare offers. If someone rushes you with a quick cash offer at $10,000, ask yourself, what are they hiding? This market is booming. And there's urgency. Because once these high-value errors are discovered and cataloged, prices can drop as rarity disappears. Remember when people laughed at you for picking coins off the sidewalk? Tell them it's called millionaire cardio. So, are you about to become America's next accidental millionaire? Or will that $732,000 penny slip through your fingers and end up in someone else's pocket? Subscribe now for more rare coin secrets that could change your financial future. Because one penny could be your ticket to the good life.